Hi, this is Chris Cluey, and you're listening to Best Threesome Ever.
Welcome to Best Threesome Ever, a podcast discussing all things revolving around nerdy pop culture. Probably not what you were expecting, but it's just as fun. Now here are your hosts, Nick, Rob, and Kevin.
I forget how we start this. How do we start this shit?
All right.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That part I remember, but I don't remember the rest of it. Here, just let's shake out the cobwebs, boys. Come on.
Lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. Lips, the teeth, the tip of the
Red
tongue.
leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
The Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
Excellent.
And there's your cold up. All right, here we go. Best threesome ever. Episode 155, brought to you by Heroic Goods and Games and Jaybird Wines. I'm Nick.
I'm Rob.
I'm Kevin.
And we're back, bitches.
And we're all still here. Look at that.
Hey.
Emotionally, maybe not, but we'll see.
We took a little hiatus. We had to work out some things. I had to work out some things mainly, but... And then there was Fest, and then there was things and stuff. And
Kevin joined a cult. They mostly just ate popsicles and sang Sarah McLachlan.
Yeah, it was not bad.
Yeah,
as far as cults go.
Yeah, as far as
how were the
cults
popsicles, though? Like, what popsicles did they have?
go, only cherry.
No, they bomb pops, but they had both regular and the sugar-free kind. And the sugar-free kind, I could not even, I couldn't tell a difference.
Really?
They taste like regular bomb pops.
Really?
But technically, I think they were technically no sugar added. But I think they're sugar-free, but they're good.
Have you noticed that the bomb cups that you buy now seem to be smaller than they used to be?
Everything's smaller and a little more expensive. That's just the name of the game, my friend.
Yeah, that's true. Even the fun-size Snickers and shit are smaller than they used to be. But anyways.
And hookers.
And hookers.
No, they're just more expensive. They're not smaller.
If wishing made it so.
That depends on where you go, I guess. Anyways, yeah, we're back, guys. Sorry we were a little break there, but we're back.
I hear a couple of things happened while we were gone. some things came out.
Some things happened.
Events transpired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had some sad deaths.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
There's a couple of them.
Most notably for myself, obviously, is Kevin Conroy.
Same.
Animated series Batman, and Jason David Frank, who took his own life despite just being a bastion of positivity online.
Yeah.
Kind of goes to show you never really know what's going on. And I feel really bad for his daughter. Because they were best friends. Like, they were on each other's instas all the time. Mm-hmm. She was going to be she's in his new movie that's coming out, and I think it's even going to get a slightly bigger release because of this. But,
weird.
Legend of the White Dragon, which is basically like a not Power Rangers film.
I was going to say, it looks like it's a Power Rangers
it's
fan.
so Power Rangery.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, it's I was devastated by the news of both of these.
Yes.
These fine gentlemen. Yep. One due to physical illness, one due to mental illness.
Yeah.
So it sucks either way.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does very much. Obviously, Kevin Conroy, huge influence on all of us. What with the voiceover work that he did, especially in Batman, and for me, that was my introduction to him. Was the Batman animated series. A big fan of that show. And then Power Rangers. I wasn't a huge fan of Power Rangers, but I did watch it when it first came out, and did see.
I kind of like it.
Kind of. Yeah, you're kind of a fan.
Oh, Power Rangers?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, cool.
And I kind of like Batman too.
And and it just when it happened, it just reminded me of the time that I accidentally ran into him and Amy Jo Johnson when I was at Nerding Out Con. No, which one? I don't remember which one it was. Not Nerding Out Con. Not that one. Where I met Dave Bautista, and like I met him, got the photo with him, and I'm walking out, and then like I was grabbing my backpack, and like they were coming in, and like I'm like, oh, excuse me, I'm like, holy shit, and I mean, I said holy shit in my brain, but I was like, oh, excuse me, and she was like, oh no, excuse us, sorry, we're didn't mean to be in your way. So no, I don't mean to be in your way, So it was very
not worthy.
Yeah, exactly. It was kind of felt like that moment where I was like, I had a huge crush on you when I was a kid. So
who didn't?
All right. So yeah, Rob.
I can't disagree with that. Of course I did. Amy Jo Johnson.
Yeah. We also recently lost Kirstie Alley.
Very recently. She
Yeah.
So Jason David Frank.
I was reminded of it when I was looking at your little uni you got back there.
Yeah.
But and also some old greats too. We just lost Angela Lansbury and Sondheim as well. Both of whom their final appearances were in the Knives Out spin-off movie.
Oh, Glass Onion,
Glass
really?
Onion.
Oh,
they're in the very
exciting.
beginning of the movie playing Among Us with Daniel Craig's character, and it's as amazing as it sounds. Yo-Yo Ma is also playing with them.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was without a doubt one of the greatest scenes in all of cinema.
But yeah, no, Jason David Frank, definitely big part of my childhood too. Obviously, like that, I was right around the right age to be into Power Rangers for sure. And Kevin Conroy. Yo.
I mean, the dude is Batman.
He's Batman, but more importantly, like he's the first and as of now, the only gay Batman. Mm-hmm. And I think that's really important and something that unfortunately I only learned in the last couple of years. But he's been openly gay. Just for whatever reason, I did not pick up that knowledge. So, I mean, and Jason David Frank was a little bit of a god guy, and that's okay. But he didn't.
But he wasn't annoying about it.
No,
and he was very accepting of the gay community, and he always. His daughter was very loud about Black Lives Matter, and he always retweeted her stuff.
He wasn't Kirk Cameron about God.
No.
Oh yeah, no. He was Christian, but like
what a Christian kind of should be.
What they should be. Yeah. You never saw him on Twitter talking about how he was now level 8 in the church, or spouting off about how Donald Trump is the greatest, or being wildly anti-gay online.
You know who did go that route a little bit, not quite that far, but like he's a lot further right than I thought he would be. Is Austin St. John, the original Red Ranger? He kind of sucks.
I did know that. I did hear that.
He kind of sucks.
Not the person I was referring to, mind you, but yeah. So Jason David Frank, Kevin Conroy, real sad. Kirstie Alley,
colon cancer.
Yeah.
Get checked, y'all.
I mean, okay, fine. I will reserve my hate for just a moment to say, yes, of course, you should go get checked for colon cancer. It is important. Please get a screening early and hopefully save yourself. But also, fuck that bitch.
I have to start getting those this next September. I have to start going early because my dad had it. My grandpa on his father died of it. So
oh, good.
Mine's not so much an if as much as it is a probably when.
Good times. Good times. No, not really. But what else has been happening? Anything else?
I don't know. My brain has been working so weirdly lately that like I just had a whole animated short happen in my head that was an all dancing, all singing musical starring Kevin's cancer polyps.
Jesus.
I don't know why. My brain was just like, now that they're just like waving in the air, air. His colon. Just la 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 la. I don't know why.
What is this, Family Guy? Jesus.
I know. That's what happened in my head. It's not my fault. I have ADHD.
That's all right. It's okay. Yeah, well,
Welcome back, you guys.
Welcome back to our wonderful show where we talk about everything and anything,
including Kevin's cancer polyps.
Yeah, in an animated
alleged cancer polyps.
In an animated short, voiced by who knows who.
I was trying to find out because I know Neil Patrick Harris played Nightwing at one point as a voice actor, and I'm trying to find out if he ever played Nightwing when Kevin Conroy was Batman, because that would make both Batman and the original Robin played by gay men.
No.
And I did find out no, it was...
Because that's Bruce Greenwood.
Yep.
Yeah. Which is disappointing.
A Pike.
A Pike.
And also Jensen Ackles as Red Hood. Actually, I like him as Red Hood. He has, that that fake,
he has the correct
fake gravelly voice he puts on and refuses to let people realize is fake. Really works for Jason Todd. So.
Right. Speaking of fun people to run into, I had a fun encounter at a movie screening that I went to for a film that I was in called BitCon. I didn't realize it was him at first, and he was literally sitting one row in front of me.
Oh, you son of a bitch! That's right. I hate you so much.
And
sure, I know who you're talking about.
and then finally, like after the screening, they did like a little talk back, and they had like the director and all the actors up there, except for two of the big ones that weren't there. But he was there, and I was like, "Oh fuck, that is him." And I'm talking about why the fuck I can't think of his name.
Reverse Flash.
Ed.
JD's brother. Yeah, JD's brother. Why can't I think of the actor's name?
It's Tom Cavanaugh.
Tom Cavanaugh. There we go. Thank you.
Put him out of his misery.
Sorry.
That makes two actors from Scrubs that you've
Yes, and I
smoothed with.
talked to him briefly. Very funny guy. Got a quick photo with him. He was very nice, very generous. Super nice to talk to. He said he was super tired because he was like, I just flew in from New York, wherever.
Boy, are my arms tired.
Yeah, right. And of course, like I was walking behind him, and I was like, I want to get a picture with him. And he walked in the bathroom. I'm like, nope, I should wait. I'll wait. I'll just stalk him outside of the bathroom, which isn't awkward at all, but.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
that was kind of fun.
Vintage Matrix.
Right. Apparently that movie, BitCon, you can buy at Walmart. It's kind of a fun movie. It's shot here in Minneapolis, shot locally. So
Is it about Bitcoin?
it is.
I figured
yeah.
the name was very indicative of that.
And apparently my one scene where like I thought they would show more of me, like you just kind of see my butt. And then I walked by in a couple other scenes. But apparently the one line that I had,
That sounds familiar.
they didn't catch on audio, so the director had to, and I talked to him about it. I was like, that wasn't me. That didn't sound like me. He goes, it wasn't because the audio didn't work. And so I had to overdub it with my voice. I was like,
I did that with you once. No, with Mike. With Mike once on the lair.
I believe that.
nice. So that was kind of fun.
body bag.
That's right. That's right.
That sounds right.
So yeah, so that was a little fun, exciting thing that happened. Anything happen fun, exciting to you guys? Any fun?
You know, I was supposed to go to Toronto, but I didn't because my passport didn't come in time. Really glad I paid for the expedited shipping to not get it in time to go to Toronto. But I still kept the week and some change off of work, and then I just kind of lied and said I still went. And I don't even know why. It's not like it's a big deal. There was no there's no reason for me to have been like, oh, I didn't end up going to Toronto, but I still kept the vacation time. Like they wouldn't have cared.
No.
But for some reason I was like embarrassed that I wasn't able to go to Toronto, so I just, said I still went. I don't know why. I don't think anyone from work listens to this, so
Hello,
maybe they do, and they'll be like, so I heard your podcast. You didn't go to Toronto. That was a lie. I did go. I'm just kidding.
Just kidding.
Oh, good.
You still took a vacation. Though,
I did. And then last weekend, the lady and I went to Duluth for our anniversary. That was nice.
Yeah. I saw a little Bentleyville.
Yeah.
Did you stay at Pier B there?
We went to Beacon Point,
Okay.
Which was fantastic.
Yeah.
We had a really good time.
Yeah, it's fun up there this time of year.
Yeah, other than that, finally have our house kind of put together, and
Yeah, you do.
So we're actually hosting our family Christmas this year, and then after the New Year, we're probably going to do a housewarming. So
Excellent.
very excited.
Yes, I will get to my adventures. My adventures have been just wonderful. I've had adventures in my mental health.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Yeah. So I got back. I got a couple things done. I had
Electroshock therapy.
breast augmentation.
You're looking good.
Thank you.
Very nice.
They just stand there stiff in the wind, but hey, it's the price of beauty.
Well, I mean, sometimes that's just what happens. Sometimes the augmentation. Sometimes they're jiggly, and sometimes they don't laugh, they don't dance, they just
Yeah. Thank you, Robin Williams.
You're very welcome. It's one of his best stand-up moments.
It is one of his best stand-up moments. But I also got back on Chantix, so I have not been smoking, which is nice.
Excellent. Love to hear that.
Love to hear it, yeah. I got my depression medication upped to 100 milligrams. So I'm on 100 milligrams of depression medication, which is great. And at the same time of starting Chantix, I got back on Adderall.
Nice. I've also just been officially diagnosed with ADHD myself.
There you go.
So, my depression medication has not been working. So we're going to try ADHD meds and see if I can, if just those kind of do the trick for me.
I was going to say, they'll probably start you on Wellbutrin then, it sounds like. We can cut this too if people are uncomfortable.
Well, Wellbutrin was what I was taking for my depression. And it did not work.
Yeah, it didn't work for me. It stopped working for me too. That's why part of the reason I needed a little break.
Yeah, and I'm so now they have me on escitalopram, and
I forget what they had put me on, but it's something new. But it also deals with anxiety too, because I've never dealt with anxiety in my life. But then recently, my anxiety just started going apeshit crazy.
Not an anxiety boy.
And like weird things, like I was a nervous flyer all of a sudden, and I've never in my life been a nervous flyer.
Weird.
Yeah, like I was like freaking out. Like I'm like started thinking horrible things. I'm like, the plane's gonna crash. We're all gonna die. You know, like out of nowhere. And I was like, what the fuck? And I've never ever been a nervous flyer. And I've been through some rocky flights. You know, and just sit there and go, oh, whatever. Because you know,
well, maybe now you'll recognize the fucking danger.
Maybe. Yeah, and like other things would set me off, like little things at work would set me off, like we have to wait for our schedule to come out, and like I would just well up with anxiety, my stomach would get tight, I'd start, you know, like breathing weird, and just it was, and there's just a lot of other things that was going on, a lot of imposter syndrome going on with stuff in the theater, and
I get that.
Yeah, so I took a break from that too. Yeah, it was part of the reason why I needed to take a break from this. Not that I don't enjoy doing this, but there was just a lot going on that I didn't really divulge.
And it makes you not enjoy the things you enjoy. So
right.
We get it. And I honestly, I say, you know, if you want to cut like the medication stuff, that's fine. But I think we should keep all this in because I think it's important for, you know, men to talk about mental health. And
I'm okay with that. And I've got a little bit more here because I got started back on Adderall, and I was able to focus better. They started me on a small dose. I was able to focus better, and I was able to listen and hear things better and see and just like be able to concentrate on things. And suddenly I realized I was concentrating on how nobody fucking liked me, despite the fact that they were telling me right to my face that they liked me, because one of the side effects of Adderall, as it turns out, is paranoia and mania.
Sounds like fun.
So I was having wildly high mood swings, like just dramatic. We counted it. One night I went from recklessly happy to exceedingly sad to absolutely like fists up angry in about 2 hours. Yeah.
I don't remember what I was on as a kid. But they had put me on something, and I had very incredible mood swings. So
yeah.
I'm hoping to try something. I have no idea what it was, but I'm thinking Concerta might.
And that's what my doc's going to try me on next. So is Concerta. So I haven't gotten it yet, but I'm going to get it later this week. So I'll have that. By the time you guys are listening, I will be back on medication.
Yeah.
For that. So that'll be good. We'll see.
Yay, medication. You know, yeah, I agree. I think it's important to remember that mental health is a thing, and it's not something to shy away from or not. We shouldn't be embarrassed to talk about it. I feel that so many people, male, women, you know, non-binary, I think just people ignore it for too long or think, oh, I can just deal with it. And for me personally, that was like, I never wanted to go on meds for the longest time because I was like, no, I can just handle it. I can deal with it. Right.
How do you feel about your meds now, Nick?
A lot better.
Good.
So yeah, I think it's important to. I think it's very important that we do talk about it. So, thanks for sharing.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. I think that's really the only big exciting thing I did.
Nice.
Oh, and I smoked a turkey for Thanksgiving.
I made one of the juiciest turkeys I've ever made in my life for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I flavor injected the bitch.
That's what I said.
We had duck.
Yeah, duck. Nice.
We had duck.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I injected it with like chicken broth, but I warmed up the chicken broth the night before with rosemary and peppercorn. I let it cool overnight.
Yeah.
And then just it was like a steroid induced chicken turkey thing because you know when you flavor inject it, you see it like bulge up a little bit. I stuck that thing about 30. I stuck that thing about 30 times. So
Still 12.
Yeah. Sorry, folks. That hasn't changed. I apologize.
no, it hasn't. So yeah, Fest was good for everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fast.
It was fine. It was fest. It was, yeah.
We'll see what next year brings.
Yeah.
Don't know if I want to get into that right now, but
we'll leave it at that. We'll see what happens after January.
Listeners, if you know, you know.
If you don't, look it up. Find a news story or two about it. And my favorite quote was, "Nothing's wrong," from Mr. Black.
I was more upset that Mr. Black was credited as spokesperson.
Right. Well.
Anyways, we're not gonna.
So let's move on to things. What have you guys been watching recently? I've been watching a lot.
A fucking shitload of shit.
Yeah,
right.
There's been so much
A lot of good stuff.
Great stuff. Really good stuff.
porn.
Some porn here and there.
Yeah.
It's been great.
Same old.
Andor started real slow for me.
Yes.
And then just each episode got better and better. And then basically everything from the prison on was top tier.
Yes.
And then the Andor porn, wildly creative.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Here's what my thing about Andor. I love it. I think it's great. And same with you. Like it started off real slow, and then after they started getting into the prison, I was like, oh fuck, this is what's going to happen. Like I got into it more and more. I think it was great. I think it was awesome. I just don't care about the character. I just I have no.
I loved everyone else so much. Like I think he's cool, but hell, even his mom.
So how his story ends.
I found out.
Maybe that's why I don't care about him.
Yeah.
His mother was played by Aunt Petunia from Harry Potter.
Sure was.
Also known as Bowser's Vizier from the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yep.
Her claim to fame, I feel. But I found out that towards the end, she gives this amazing speech.
Yes.
And in at the end, she sorry, spoiler.
It's fine.
She says, "Fight the Empire," but apparently they had to edit that because what she actually said,
fuck the Empire?
was "fuck the Empire." And then a dude got hit with a brick.
Sure
Awesome.
did. It was very Les Mis-esque.
It was very Les Mis. So we have our very first live-action Star Wars property where from start to end of a series, there is not a single lightsaber.
Correct.
Oh wow!
Yep, not a single lightsaber.
There was
and very little gun.
There was something that looked like a lightsaber. I don't know if you noticed this, but Skarsgård was holding a cylindrical thing that looked like it could have been a lightsaber.
Yes,
but we never saw it activated, so we have no confirmation on that.
right. I happened to, speaking of properties and lightsabers, real quick. I went back and I watched Obi-Wan with somebody, and
that was chock full of lightsabers.
I noticed this
One or two.
before, but I don't think we mentioned it. But the room where the Inquisitors are, the background is all lightsabers.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all trophies. It's a
hilts.
trophy room.
I mean, and then they go into the fucking
Now, and
spoiler.
that is what I was always on the lookout for in Andor is whenever you were in, I cannot remember Skarsgård's character's name, and that's kind of been my problem with Rogue One properties is that their characters, they don't instill names.
Yeah,
But, right, kind of tertiary,
and that's what really kind of bothers me about Rogue One is that except for I couldn't have even told you Cassian Andor's name until he got his own show.
Yeah.
But like Jyn Erso and K2, it's like, okay, those are the names I know. Neat. But he, he's this acquirer of artifacts, and he has everything from some of Padme Amidala's headdresses to he has some Mandalorian stuff. He has a Jedi Temple Guard helmet.
Sure does.
Oh wow!
Yes,
he has the armor. Now it's slightly modified, but he has the armor of Starkiller.
Yep.
The Darth Vader's apprentice
in the Force
in the Force Unleashed video games.
Yep.
Yes.
It's not even kind of his armor. It's his armor with like some extra daggers poking out of the head, but like it is his armor with the claws and shit.
Nice.
And I was like, "Excuse me." So very cool.
Yeah, and
he had some wicked shit.
Yeah, and some stuff frozen carbonite in the background.
Yep.
Yeah, and you get to see the dark, seedy side of Star Wars.
Yeah,
the Star Wars universe.
Very, very gritty. Very.
Yeah.
It really was Star Wars Les Miserables.
Oh, nice.
Mixed with like an old spy, like Cold War spy movie.
Yeah.
Mon Mothma was incredible.
Yeah.
Just a standout performance, start to finish, and an absolute MILF.
Yep.
Fair enough.
1000%.
Her husband sucks, and I want to punch him in the neck.
Really?
Nice.
I want to punch him in the throat too.
And her daughter, who has joined this weird religious
cult,
like empire cult, sucks even more.
Yeah.
I didn't even know Star Wars had religions outside of the Force, but she joined some like creator bullshit cult, and she's praying the gay away or something like that, and she sucks a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate her daughter. I hate her husband. I'm really glad she, if just from what I've seen, and at least she obviously leaves them behind.
Right.
Fuck them.
Right. Yeah, it's very good. But again, characters, whatever.
I see big things for that Andor kid, though. I think he's going far in this universe.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Live a long, long life.
Yeah. Meet a nice girl, retire.
Right on the beach,
Yeah, a nice beachfront property where they can really see the
sunset.
A nice sunset.
Yeah.
Happily ever after.
Nice, warm, toasty tan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
Burnt to a crisp.
Nicely seared. Wait, shit.
Spoilers.
with a sea salt, but a nice sea salt glaze.
I know, Kevin, you haven't watched this, but you're in the middle of it. But Wednesday.
Oh goodness, Wednesday.
It is so fucking good.
It's fun. It's a little teeny boppery.
At the beginning, it'll get better.
Well, yeah, no, they have to lean into those cliches so they can get through it.
Well,
and I'm like halfway
16.
through.
Yeah,
but I'm like halfway through, so I'm past most of it now. But like, the start off where it starts off, where it's very high school clicky shit, and you're just kind of like.
Then you have a very wicked moment, and then I just wanted to. I thought they were going to break out to the song "Popular" when she meets her roommate.
No, that's fair. Who is absolutely shallow, vapid, and one-dimensional until like episode 4.
She gets better.
That's what I'm saying. Until like episode 4, where it's the Parents' Day, and
Yep, and she will continue to get better.
Good.
I love the whole show. The
Don't mind me.
Actress Jenna Ortega, who plays Wednesday, is amazing. And
she is.
It took me 2 episodes to realize that was Christina Ricci playing the teacher.
Really?
Oh, really?
For some,
I haven't even seen it, and I know she plays.
I mean, I'm watching it. I'm like, God, that looks really familiar, or she looks really familiar, and I'm like, oh fuck, that's Christina Ricci.
That's hilarious.
Right.
Sidebar: I'm just delighted that Kevin has forgotten all of the rules of recording and made so much noise in his corner.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Today I'm playing Robb.
Yeah, it's true though. I was going to say that Christina Ricci I picked out right away.
Right.
But Joanna was sitting next to me and watching, and just like, I know her. Why do I know her? I'm like, oh, you'll get there.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see Luis Guzman, who I loved in IMDb. That's for you 4 Community fans out there.
My biggest problem with Wednesday is the casting of Luis Guzman and Catherine Zeta-Jones as the parents, and not because of who they are, because they have no chemistry. They have zero. They don't have the chemistry that Morticia and Gomez or
I'm gonna go ahead and blame Catherine Zeta-Jones for that because Luis Guzman is perfect and
he is, but there's like zero chemistry between the two of them, and it bugs me. I do like, however, that they stick with the Latin roots of the family because Uncle Fester is played by Fred Armisen, who is not quite Latino but is not white. Which I actually hate Fred Armisen as an actor, but I love him in this series. He's phenomenal.
He is, and he gets a lot of interesting parts because he is, we'll just say, ethnically there's some ambiguity in his ethnicity, and he plays off of that a lot.
Yep, and I feel at first they really paled out Wednesday like she's supposed to be at the beginning, but then we're like, no, we shouldn't do this. We shouldn't hide her ethnicity, and they give her more color.
They do,
and take the pale out.
I did notice that, actually. It's weird. The show starts out with her fairly pale, and then like gradually throughout the episodes, she regains, like Jenna Ortega regains her ethnicity, which is super weird.
And she kicks ass too. By the way.
And so Pugsley is younger than her, correct?
Yes.
Okay, because in the original series, Pugsley was older.
Yep.
And then in the Raul Julia films, they seemed similar in age.
Yeah.
And so I feel like they've been slowly kind of reversing.
It's a National Lampoon's.
But it's something I've seen all over the internet is the fact that she invokes the old Wednesday dance.
Part of it, yep.
Yes,
she does.
Yes, the shuffle.
Yeah, with the arms.
Yes, which she choreographed by herself, and people are giving her shit about because apparently she didn't know it at the time, but had COVID when she filmed that scene. But she choreographed that whole scene. She's like, I'm not a dancer. I just kind of like the night before, was watching a lot of videos and this and that. And the other thing that I like, if you see an interview with her, she's like, Christina Ricci and I never talked about her Wednesday ever. I never talked to her about it because I didn't want to seem like I was trying to imitate her or do any dissatisfaction to her character as Wednesday. Yeah. She said we only had like one passing line on like the last day of shooting about her Wednesday, and that was it. That's
very cool.
Yeah, very smart acting. Like she's like, I didn't want to disrespect, but also pay homage to those who have played it before me. So, but yeah, she.
But just really quick to come back to Luis Guzman and Catherine Zeta-Jones as Gomez and Morticia. Nick is a lying liar who lies. They're spectacular. They're wonderful. They're amazing together. And I've always felt that Morticia has always been just a touch aloof from Gomez. Always has been, always will be. Like, I've always felt like the person who loves the most in that relationship is Gomez. Always has been, always will be. And she's just a little bit, like, slightly unattainable. And I think Catherine Zeta-Jones plays that well. I think the chemistry does, in fact, work. I think Luis Guzman is the best, greatest, and only Gomez Addams we ever need again. Mostly because I don't want skinny Gomez ever again.
No, he's supposed to be a chunky boy.
He's a chunky boy
and part of the reason I haven't watched Wednesday yet is just because Halloween has made me so Addams Family'd out. Just because every couple dresses like Gomez and Morticia, and it's just
and they all do
and it's always like this sullen, skinny.
Yep, they always do the Raul Julia.
Yes, I'm talking about you, Micah.
But it's true. Also, Micah is wildly taller than his Morticia.
Wildly. They're adorable, though. I love them so much.
Also, Lurch, his eyes change. In the first episode, one of them is blanked out, and then later on, they're both the same color.
I love... The Lurch was a good cameo, and I liked that, and I don't need any more than that.
Thing steals the show.
Thing does steal the show. Thing is spectacular. Like, oh my God. So...
Played by a a non-actor who the guy's a magician.
Yep.
In the country that they filmed in, and I don't know how he got the role, but they're just like, hey, we need an actual thing, so it's always. And I like the realistic of like you would think that when thing is running around on the ground all the time, his hands would be dirty. Well, in this one, his hands are dirty, and very much his own character, and very much. Yeah, there's
like at one point there's a scene about a manicure, and I was so upset and frustrated because like in the next couple of scenes you see you see Thing, and you're just like, you didn't get a fucking manicure. Your hands are filthy, sir.
Maybe he did, and then he ran around the ground and got them all dirty.
I mean, it's certainly possible.
Yeah,
but incredibly expressive. You understand what Thing is saying to Wednesday. Every time.
Yeah.
It's really fascinating.
Yeah.
There's and they're not using any sort of sign language. They're not necessarily using any predetermined gestures, but like you know what he's saying every time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Very good. Highly recommend it.
Yeah.
I do recommend the show. It's so good.
It's very good.
I'll get around to it.
Yeah.
I was not. I also Tales of the Jedi. Have you watched that yet?
Oh yeah.
Not so good.
No, it's good. It's fun to see. It's fun to see Dooku when he was still a Jedi,
young punk rock Dooku.
Right? But still, Filoni just fucking kissing the prequels' asses, and I'm just like, I don't. Fuck! Come on.
Yeah,
leading into the Ahsoka series.
I love Ahsoka. And I love that girl, but like, we're already getting a series. They could have focused on more prequel stuff.
Yeah.
And honestly, if they want to like do something for like an animated series, give me Padawan training Anakin then. Like I would love to see the shit that happens in the 10 years between 1 and 2. That is something they've never touched base on. Not ever. And that's 10 years of if they still want to milk the Skywalkers a bit, that's 10 years of content they could easily do.
Right. Got to see Yaddle do some.
Got to see Yaddle, played by Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yep.
Yeah, and she talks normal.
Yeah, I've heard.
And that's when we find out that Yoda talks like he does because his master. That's how his master talks, and English is a funny language. If you think about it, Yoda is the only person who speaks correctly, because we mix up how we speak from like how the rest of the world structures their sentences.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and everyone else structures their sentences like Yoda, which I've got to assume then that foreign dubs of Star Wars mean Yoda is the smartest person in the fucking room.
Everybody else talks like an idiot.
Everyone else talks like an idiot, but Yoda is just fucking wildly intelligent.
But no,
or he talks like an American.
And it's funny because like I never understood why they. Because one thing that I always thought as a kid was like Yoda talked like he did because he was pretending to be this crazy little hermit on Dagobah. But like when after he told Luke who he was, he started talking more normal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But then the prequels came out and
yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Still my favorite scene in Empire. Crazy old Yoda throwing stuff out of the box, his butt in the air.
Beating R2-D2 with a stick.
Now. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's still good, but just disappointed that it was where they ended up focusing it on. I was like,
I'm going to watch, fucking Bad Batch season 2 and it'll be okay at best. And
Omega. Yeah. Omega.
I don't like that girl very much. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But Acolyte, I'm pretty excited for.
Yeah, I am too.
Fucking punk rock Palpatine.
Yep.
I mean, that sounds fun.
What else? There's something else.
But again, that's why I like and real quick, that's why I like the prison shit during Andor was fucking punk rock Smeagol in the Star Wars universe. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
What can't that man do? He's incredible. He's fucking incredible.
He's a gift to the world.
he's insane. Willow. You've been
Willow started. There's 3 episodes in.
And
tell us, Nick.
How is it?
I don't.
Yeah. Fascinating.
Where do I start? It's
okay. So what else have we been watching?
The premise is good, but easily you're like, oh, duh. And then Warwick Davis just. I don't know if it's the bad writing or if it's the just his
lackluster directing. Or
but it's just way overacted. Like you watch and you're just like, did they film a rehearsal? Did they film? Is this the first shot that they got? Like the one shot? Okay, we're done. Next. It just bugs me. He's just trying too hard to make it. Instead of having fun, I feel like instead of having fun with it, he's taking this project way too serious. It's like, dude, just have fun with it. Like the first one, which was zany and kooky,
but not altogether ooky.
Right.
I was just gonna.
By the way, speaking of that, back to the references they make in Wednesday.
Oh my god.
Fuck. Yeah, anyway.
I love that scene. Yeah. That's so good. Joanna rolled her eyes, and I just looked at her and went, shut up.
When he first meets her roommate, you look a little ooky. I was thinking more spooky. Jesus, come on.
Love it.
Yeah. And I love how they refer to the stoners as the Gorgons, which is hilarious.
Oh, my God.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, Medusa-type people who are stoners. If you don't get that joke,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be listening to our podcast then.
Yeah.
But keep listening to our podcast, even if you don't get it.
Yeah.
I mean, you get it now, right?
Yeah. So Willow is, I don't know. I'm going to keep watching it, and I don't know.
Maybe it'll get better.
Some fight scenes are good.
That's good.
The little girl that plays the main lady's daughter,
Sarge over there,
Sorcia's daughter,
Samsonite.
She's really awesome, and the other girl that was in Star Wars and in Captain America.
Ness.
Yeah, she's really good.
She is really good.
But the rest of them are just kind of okay.
I think she's just trying to be in as many nerdy fucking things as possible.
And they totally stole a line from Young Guns 2,
That's
which
all right.
I was like, all right. I called it right away. So, long story short, there's horses, and they're running away from people, and they're on horses, and there's a big cliff.
I've definitely seen Young Guns 2 recently and would catch the reference.
By the way, Kevin, vote to add references to Young Guns 2 to the drinking game. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
I wasn't going to say no to that. He's yelling a word in some foreign language, and then they all go over the cliff, and then they're like, what did that word mean? He's like, stop. Yeah. Ate. What does ate stop mean? Stop. Meant stop. So anyways.
There's another one that we haven't gotten to, but it's gone through the whole first season already. It's just we've been gone so long. House of the Dragon.
Oh yeah, House of the Dragon. Phenomenal.
Really good.
Loved it.
Loved every second of it.
I don't like the feelings I now have for Matt Smith, but it's fine. I'll get over it.
The actor that plays older Rhaenyra.
Yes.
They're doing a phenomenal
Emma
job.
Darcy.
They're doing a phenomenal job.
Yep.
But I miss the actress who
Millie Alcock.
The actress who plays young Rhaenyra absolutely stole my heart.
Very good.
She I foresee great things in her future. She's and I liked actually watching some of the after the episode they would show some of the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
She seems like she's just a treat to work with.
Yes.
She's very chipper.
Yeah. And the guy that played the king, amazing.
Paddy Considine.
Yeah, and the one dude that plays his hand,
Reese.
Reese Ifans.
Yeah, thank you.
Who I realized was the kicker in fucking The Replacements.
Fucking Lizard and
Lizard, yeah.
I was gonna say,
the okay Spider-Man movie and Lizard again in the really good Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
As well as many other things.
yes,
Right.
Isn't he Little Nicky?
He was the villain in Little
the
Nicky.
brother, yeah.
He's the brother in Little Nicky,
Thank
and
you.
he's so good in that.
Of all the movies, to think
I know,
of.
right? I know, right?
But okay,
Not that the Replacements was any better, but yes.
okay, look. Shut up, helicopter.
They're military ones. They're flying around for some reason.
Shut up, Sergeant Helicopter.
Sergeant Helicopter?
So, out of all of the Adam Sandler films, of which I like very few, Lil Nicky for me is it's an underdog, and I like it. I think it's a good film. I still think.
Hated it.
Good Lord. I still think Happy. Can't look at you. I still think Happy Gilmore is his best film, and Big Daddy is the worst. Yeah,
Really?
that's correct. Big Daddy is the worst movie he's ever done. Yes, worse than Eight Crazy Nights.
How dare you?
Yeah. I would put
His best. Worse than Click.
I love Click.
Click was so
Click is my Adam Sandler underdog movie. I cry
I agreed.
every time.
Yep.
Twice. Once with the scene with his fucking
Yep.
dad, and once where he's chasing his son. I bawl like a child. And like it has no right making me cry that fucking hard. Fuck you.
I know.
I disagree with your rating.
No, I honestly just threw Click in there to see what Kevin would do because I knew he liked it.
I also love 50 First Dates.
Oh, sure. 50 First Dates isn't bad. But, like, Happy Gilmore and Little Nicky for me, especially in the early catalog. Billy Madison is
I was going to say
trash.
that. I love Billy Madison.
Trash.
What the fuck? It has Sonya Blade in it.
What about Mr. Deeds?
It also has Josh Lyman, and you don't see me getting excited about it. Come on.
You should, because that is his best role. Way better than that okay TV show he did.
You guys are just poking each other. I mean, all-out brawl here soon.
Eric is pregnant. Oh, Gippy, he gonna be a soccer player. I feel like I'm really spicy on my mic today.
I think everybody is.
Me too. I was thinking the same thing.
Mr. Deeds? No?
It's fine. I can watch it. They cut my favorite part of the movie out between theatrical and home video releases.
Which one's that?
And that is the line originally when the big gal who is like his best friend back at home when she's shit talking Winona's character. And, when I was trying to explain herself, she says to her, "That's funny, your mouth is moving, but all I hear is blah, 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 I'm a dirty tramp, yada, yada, blowjob." But they cut that second part out after the theatrical release, and she just says the dirty tramp part. And I'm like, that was the best part of the movie, was her saying yada, yada, blowjob. That woman is a gift. Whatever, it's fine.
Is that Dot Marie Jones?
I think so.
I'm trying to remember. Or is it Edie something?
Question.
Something?
Yeah, well, it's. I thought that was Dot Jones. I thought that was the lady that was also on Glee, wasn't it?
Yes.
So no, it was not Dot Marie Jones.
Oh,
it was not the angry feminist from the beginning of the original Boondock Saints movie.
Yes. And she's spectacular in that, too.
all 8 seconds of her character.
Yep.
She gets punched in the face.
Yep, but totally worth it.
No, it was Conchata Ferrell.
Oh, she was on 2.5 Men.
She sure was. Yeah, she was
that's
the,
right.
She was the housekeeper. Berta, the housekeeper, yeah.
She was also in Edward Scissorhands.
Sure was.
She was. I forgot about that. Anyways, where were we? Oh, yeah, House of the Dragon.
I was going to say anyway. Where
Drink.
were we?
House of Dragon, very good.
Yeah, House of the Dragon, very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good. And I like how first thing I saw was, I'm like, oh, that's the dagger that what's her nuts got in the Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so we know where the history is from it.
I really like the I'm really looking forward to that prophecy they were talking about with the Icemen will walk the earth and that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, the whole song,
the song of ice and fire, the
thing?
winter that's coming. That sounds really interesting.
Weird,
I hope they get to that.
Gosh,
I hope they do that
and
well.
I hope at the end, like they write a book about it and call it that.
And I hope they
mention it in the series.
I hope they don't really phone in the ending because that
would suck.
That would be terrible.
It'd be a horrible ending.
How about The Last of Us?
The trailer?
Yeah,
the trailer looks great.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it looks really good. With speaking of Game of Thrones,
I was going to say The Mandalorian in Zombieland. Cool.
yeah, and the rebirth of the young.
Wow, that just completely fell apart for you, didn't
Forgot her character's name in Game of Thrones. Mormont, the young Mormont girl,
it? Liana.
Latter-day Saints.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, her
As
the rebirth
Ellie.
of her, as Ellie. Yeah, it looks great. I wonder how they're gonna play it with the video, like right off a video game, or I don't know.
Looks like it's sticking pretty close.
Yeah,
I mean they've clearly added some characters, but
yeah, be fun to see that.
I'm trying to think of what else I've been watching. There's just so much. It's like
we've been gone so long.
We've gone too long. Like everything from the second season of Warrior Nun.
Oh, which I haven't started yet.
I like that show an unreasonable amount.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely a little guilty pleasure show, and
without a doubt.
Speaking of guilty pleasures, Bullet Train, watch it.
Oh, it did.
Bullet Train.
It's
okay,
it's awesome.
I've not seen it.
I'm mad.
Fun.
I'm mad because I rented it, and then like 2 weeks later,
It was on HBO.
Yeah,
or Stars or Hulu.
It's some damn
thing.
I rented it, watched it, loved it.
Same.
And then 2 weeks later, it's on fucking Netflix for free. I'm like, God, fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Very enjoyable, super, just fun, delightful.
If you're looking for incredible cinema and thought-provoking writing, you're not going to get it. But if you're looking for a fun popcorn movie, that'll you'll keep going. Bang
bang, shoot 'em ups.
Yeah, if you're looking for like a new Kill Bill.
Ooh,
A very I almost like a Kurosawa on a train film.
Exactly.
that reminds me. I went and saw possibly the new greatest Christmas classic.
Violent
Night.
I want to see it so bad.
Oh, boys.
I'm waiting for Mike and Anna to get back in town so we can go see it together.
I have to go see it.
Oh, boys.
It's not the remake of that movie that they started Scrooge out with Lee Majors. But Lee Majors is now Santa Claus. And anyways, if you watch the beginning of Scrooge, they make it. Anyways,
I was thinking more. What is Santa's Sleigh? SLAY.
Santa Slays.
Starring Goldberg as Santa Claus.
Yep.
Kiss Saves Christmas. Speaking of Christmas
you have
movies,
all thoroughly demoralized and minimized this film, and it does, and none of you deserve it. Naughty list for both of you. Cool. Or
shocking.
A visit from David Harbour where he will just mess you the fuck up.
Speaking of new Christmas movies, have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special?
Nope.
Watch it.
Okay.
It is. I was like, ugh, this is going to be.
Thanks for joining us for our comeback episode of Best Threesome Ever, where we sit here and say, have you seen this? No? Watch it. Cool. Moving on. What about this one? Have you seen it? No? Watch it.
See, and that's the problem is we've all been watching kind of different things, and there was one thing that I thought for sure all three of us would have seen by now.
Right?
Were you surprised that Rob didn't see it?
I actually am. I thought he would be at Black Panther 2 with bells on.
You would assume that given the amount of time between when it came out and where we are now, that I would have seen it by now, and yet you would be wrong. I still have not.
I really loved it. But there was... I don't know how to describe it. Like, I really loved it. It makes me feel horrible as a white person not having any culture to my heritage, but... and I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that because I loved how they incorporated culture into the characters and incorporated it into their costumes and their like Namor, very Aztec and very Mayan culture underwater, and they incorporated all that, and it was cool. And obviously the African culture, and it was great. But there was just something missing?
Shuri, Letitia Wright is not strong enough as a lead. And that's why. And they also had to reduce a lot of her character because of the whole COVID stuff and her being kind of a general dick about it.
Right.
Which is why they brought in Riri Williams, who stole my heart, my iron heart, as it will. Anyway, but that's the problem. Is Letitia Wright she was not ready to lead a film, and
I think that's probably it. And not having Chadwick there, it made it feel a little hollow. Angela Bassett, however.
Filled a room.
Oh my God!
Fuck me.
She commanded this film, and she was incredible. The thing that bothered me was that opening homage to Chadwick was incredible.
It was beautiful,
but I thought it was super weird that no one from the outside was there.
Yep.
That not a single Avenger was invited to the funeral, and I know they wanted to keep it. About Chadwick, they wanted to keep it about Africa, and they wanted to show that celebration. I absolutely get it. From a cultural standpoint, it makes perfect sense. But from a this universal standpoint of he was an Avenger, he had these friends. He was at Tony Stark's funeral.
Right.
Spoilers.
For a 4-year-old film.
The fact that Bucky wasn't fucking there.
Right.
Yeah.
The fact that Captain America wasn't there. The fact that old-ass Captain America wasn't there.
Yeah.
Just a lot of people who I feel would have been there in a heartbeat.
I wrote it off in my own headcanon as there was two separate things. There was like the thing for...
They had like an Avengers celebration and then a private African celebration.
Right.
That makes absolute sense. And I even thought about that in my head too. But it still felt weird that they weren't there.
Right. No, I'm with you.
Especially Bucky. Like
Bucky should have been there for sure.
Because he was
lived with them.
He was just an accepted person there.
Right.
He was always invited to the barbecue.
Right. So, and maybe that was it. Maybe it's just that she's just not ready to lead a film, and you could, I don't know if they had this written prior to his death or not, but you could kind of see parts where they were like, we had this good story with Chad, but now he's gone, so we have to...
And then I feel like they also had we had this really good story with Letitia, and then they had the little crowbar separation. So it also feels like she will not be Black Panther in the next one.
Right.
Like she's going to be doing something else. And plus, Julia Louis-Dreyfus was just...
Well, and then they left you with...
I love her so much.
They left you with, what's his name,
Such
stepping off the plane saying, I claim the throne. And he was unchallenged. So, who knows? Because technically the Black Panther doesn't have to be the king of Wakanda. Just has to be the protector of Wakanda.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Yeah, I was going to say. Cool.
Kind of.
Cool.
But,
I figured about Letitia Wright.
I think everybody... They've already shown it in the trailer.
Yeah, the Facebook ads already showing her.
Yeah. So.
Okay. I didn't know about Julia Louis-Dreyfus, though. So
yeah, she is. She's clearly putting together the Thunderbolts.
Yes.
Because that seems to be the lead in.
They reveal who she's working for and who she kind of is. And yeah. So.
Shut up, then.
Well, I'm not.
He didn't say. It's number 2.
Who does number 2 work for?
Hey, buddy, that sounds pretty bad in there. Can I get a courtesy flush? That's right, buddy. You show that turd who's boss.
Yeah.
Tom Arnold's greatest role.
Oh, God.
Was the weird gambling cowboy
right.
in Austin Powers.
I genuinely wish you were wrong, but yeah, you're correct.
Yeah. With that and True Lies.
Yeah, True Lies.
Basically the same character.
Was really good in True Lies.
McHale's Navy.
Nope.
No.
True Lies, weird gambling cowboy in Austin Powers. That's it.
Yeah,
Yep.
it. You're right. It's no down Periscope.
It's fun to be back, guys.
It's no down Periscope. That's all I'm saying. Anyways,
I'm trying to think of if there's something that all 3 of us have seen.
we're
Our dicks.
We've all seen your dick,
Jesus.
Perfect.
and I've seen his dick.
I seen your dick?
No.
No, damn it.
It's okay.
You've seen a censored version of my dick.
I would count that as seeing your dick.
Just stimulating conversation.
Yeah, very stimulating.
Hey.
Anyways. Should we go to nerd grabs now? Speaking of grabbing things.
All right, I hope you guys have a comfy seat because this might take a bit.
Pick your favorite.
Okay, fine.
Well, okay.
Well, I'm just looking out for time here.
Really?
I know
He and I switched places today.
yeah.
Really? Yeah. Should I go?
Go ahead. By all means.
Well, I finally got the two things I've been waiting for over a year and a half.
Laid.
Yes. That's not a nerd grab,
Wait,
though.
that's two things? Impressive, I guess. All right, go ahead.
Anyways, it was twice. I got laid twice.
Was it?
Yeah, it's more than once. Anyways.
Kept me waiting that one day.
What?
Nothing. Keep going. Keep going.
I don't
It's
think we're
fine.
here exactly the same. Were we? No. No.
You sure took your fucking sweet time.
I don't remember. Anyways. Fuck. Where were
We'll
we?
talk after the show, boys.
Yeah. So I got the two things that I've been waiting for. I got my armor from the Aliens movie from
it's cool.
the guy who makes it all, the top guy who makes it. So
Can you see the helmet?
Yeah, you can see it.
I'm a helmet boy.
Is it, man? Game over.
I got a helmet. I got the body armor. I got a kind of.
It looks good, too.
Oh, yeah, it feels cool. I feel cool in it.
You look cool.
Do I
in
look
it.
cool?
Yeah.
I feel like I look cool.
I got add some personalization to it, and I got some camo, and I got a little jacket, and I got this whole cosplay thing planned. So I got all that.
Wait, did you paint it then?
No, he painted it.
He painted it. Okay.
Movie
accurate.
Movie accurate, yeah. And I got these little grenades off of Etsy, and they click.
Oh, neat.
So yeah,
Tactical lipstick.
yeah, exactly.
They look like little shotgun shells, but then they pop open like a tube of lipstick, and then it has like a little button.
Yeah, the little grenades from the movie. Oh, I forgot to grab it. I got the Nerf pulse rifle too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I still have to build my other pulse rifle, which I've been working on for ever and a half, sitting in my garage. So I got that. It's pretty sweet. I like it. It's definitely worth the wait and the money. Then I also got somebody commissioned to build me a Monster Maroon, which I was talking about.
yeah.
I love it.
It looks great.
For all my nerdy friends, if you need somebody to marry you, I will definitely wear it because why the fuck not? Captains marry people all the time. Anyways, yeah, it's great. She did a great job. So thanks, Aunt Carol. Not my Aunt Carol, but we're just going to call her Aunt Carol.
Fair enough.
It's
beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
It's heavy and it looks perfect, and I'm very impressed by it.
Yeah, I can't wait to wear it. And somebody asked me like, "Why did you get all this stuff?" And I'm like, "Because I'm an adult and I can finally get the things I've always wanted when I was a kid." But mainly for cosplay purposes, wear it at a con, and I probably won't wear the Monster Maroon because it'd be fucking hot as balls. But summertime.
Yeah, but also you should wear the Monster Maroon because it would be hot as balls.
Well, it would be that too.
But I'm choosing the other direction of that. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. So yeah, and then I got my Nerf pulse rifle.
Nerf pulse rifle.
Yeah. And trying to think of anything else nerdy that I got.
No, that's good.
Jeez, thanks, Rob.
We've traded places. I did say pick your favorite, and here we go.
Those are probably the top three.
Perfect.
I also got a GTA or Grand Theft Auto 5 for like $20 at GameStop.
Oh, sure.
Sweet.
Really hot off the presses topical video game there.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. And Modern Warfare 2, I've been playing that. It's actually pretty sweet. It's enjoyable.
All right.
That's about it, I think.
Kevin?
Nothing really.
Okay. Cool.
No? Nothing?
No fucking.
All right. So I
So I got a new phone. I got the Z Flip. And it is a fun phone. I was telling Rob earlier about the program I put on where every time I open and close it, it made the original communicator noise. But now it's my text tone until I can figure out what happened with the app. And I got.
It's disappointing that happened, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, Disney so rarely has their lightsabers online to purchase, but they had Kylo Ren on there, so I picked that up because I wanted to replace the other Kylo Ren I had because that one was really bulky, and I like that I can take the blades on this one.
Yeah.
I also got Count Dooku's Jedi lightsaber.
Oh.
I pre-ordered that one, and I got that one for Sabra, which she doesn't know.
So don't listen to this episode.
So don't stop listening, Sabra. But no, it should be here by the time this episode comes out. And if it's not, I'll tell her not to listen yet.
Good.
It's not like a Christmas present or anything. It's just I got them at the same time because that one was a pre-order. But this one came right away. But yeah, I really like this new phone. I got a Samsung Watch with it, which is okay. But obviously, a couple new games came out. The new World of Warcraft, which I hit 70 today. Scarlet and Violet. I did Violet, which I know you did.
I did Scarlet. Yep.
Who did you start with?
You know who I started with.
I really don't. I can't tell if you would have done the kitty cat or the water boy.
Oh,
the super gay duck.
So I went with Fuecoco.
Oh, did you do Fuecoco?
I did do Fuecoco.
I love Fuecoco.
I honestly didn't think I would, but
he's just such a good boy.
He's such a good boy. Such a good boy.
I love my Foicoco.
I love my Skeledirge.
I was going to say, now he's a big boy.
He's a big alligator. It's great.
And I'm having a lot of fun with it. God of War Ragnarok.
Oh yeah.
I got the Mega Collector's Edition.
Sure.
So it came with Thor's hammer, a 1-to-1 replica.
Nice.
So now I have 2 Mjolnirs now from different properties. Plus Stormbreaker. But great set. It came with a really heavy set of
balls,
dwarven D&D dice.
I was close.
You were kind of close because it does come in a sack.
Oh, we didn't talk about Ring of Power. Anyway, sorry.
It was a good show. I liked it a lot.
Didn't watch it.
I can't believe people are hating on it, especially Wilhelm, that sack of shit who moved to Kosovo with the Peace Corps. I love him.
Wow. Anyways.
I'm just mad he left us. But then a couple of Vanir statuettes, like the kind that you get in the game, and the steel case. And
nice.
Yeah, it came with all sorts of really cool goodies.
Nice.
Rob?
All I've gotten recently is Pokemon Scarlet. I will say that the reviews are accurate.
It's got some bugs.
The patch did
take care of a lot of that.
Yeah, I'm still getting weird background things when the camera is angled in such a way, or you fight some Pokemon and you're at a certain angle, and then the camera just is like, okay, we're going to go underneath the ground now. Yep. Those bugs are still there, and that's unfortunate.
But I'm confident they'll take care of that.
Yeah.
I just hope one of these patches gives you more clothes soon, because those school uniforms are hideous. And
they're not the worst.
They're
I don't hate
the worst.
I don't hate them.
Are you a boy or a girl?
Maybe that's why.
Are you a boy?
Boy.
Oh, see, they're god awful on the girls.
Yeah.
So
The boy
stupid.
costumes are pretty good.
I just want to look cute.
The boy costumes end up sort of like being hipster punk kind of, skinny jeans and plaid. It's nice.
It's not, mine just like all of mine, like when it's like sort of the blazer and the tie mixed with the shorts, it's like I just look like a young black girl version of the lead singer of AC fucking DC, and I'm not living for it.
Guitar player?
Lead guitarist, yeah. Or the guitarist, Angus Young.
I thought the lead singer was wearing the shorts.
The lead singer does not.
Guitar player.
The guitar player wears the schoolboy.
Lead singer is usually white tank top and a flat cap.
I remember the flat cap, but I was imagining the flat cap with the shorts for some reason.
Search Angus Young.
Am I fucking Mandela affecting myself right now?
I think
Probably.
you are.
Yeah, it's Angus Young.
It's Mandela effect, by the way.
You're a Mandela.
What'd I say?
You said Mandela effect.
you want me to shoot him? I got a pulse rifle.
Please.
Oh God! Do it! Oh my God! There's several of them.
Well, of course. And the counter even tells me I only got 6 shots left.
What did you say?
I said Mandela.
It is Mandela.
Yeah, I know.
I said Mandela.
I know. I was trying to Mandela effect.
Got you. You were just being an asshole.
Yes, correct. Have you met me?
So, anywho, Angus Young.
Yeah.
Now that I'm fucking...
Now that you're fucking furious. I love it.
Fucking beat you.
I still got the GameStop Star Wars snowman. So I got Vader, the Stormtrooper, Boba Fett, or R2-D2, and
Holy
C-3PO.
shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's Angus Young. I know.
It is.
Yeah.
Like, I always imagined him in the shorts with the microphone and his stupid hat.
But it's a guitar.
Well, and the guitar. I just thought I just thought he'd play guitar and sing.
Oh, sure. He does not.
I don't think the lead singer actually plays guitar ever.
No, I don't think he does. He doesn't.
None of the lead singers have ever played
Talentless hacks.
What?
He's 5'2".
Yeah,
I knew he
he's
was short, but holy shit!
Sure. What are you talking about?
Angus Young.
I know.
Who are you
lead
talking
singer
about?
never play guitar?
None of them.
Bon Jovi?
No.
AC/DC.
Oh, gotcha. I was like, what?
Bon Scott, Brian Johnson, and technically Axl Rose. Not a single one of them ever played guitar while they were the lead singer of AC/DC. Yes, technically that's true, and it's upsetting.
Didn't he just have the one song
Axl Rose, yeah.
with them?
No. He actually went on tour with them. So he was technically the lead singer for a while.
Because I remember hearing a song with Axl Rose as the lead singer. I'm like, this doesn't even fucking sound like it just sounds... Ugh.
It's because the original lead singer had some health issues.
Yeah. Yep, sure did.
No. Well, yes. The original lead singer did have health issues back in the 70s. Bon Scott died of a drug overdose.
Yeah.
Then replaced by Brian Johnson.
Right.
Who later had health issues and had to be replaced on tour by Axl Rose. Yes, you're right.
Yes.
Fucking Brian Johnson. I cannot think of a more boring name for a human being.
He has one of the most iconic fucking voices in music. And you just go, wow, that guy must be named like Storm.
Lars
Storm fucks a lot.
Lars Starmaker.
Yeah. What's your name,
Dolph
guy?
Holdhagen.
Brian Johnson.
Oh, you're my accountant. Neat.
Well, they are from Boston, so what do you want?
They're not.
I love fucking with Rob.
That must be that Mandela effect.
Must be.
It's Mandela effect.
Nelson Mandela, what?
Yeah, that's who it's named after.
Anyways, anything else?
I hate you. How about that? I think that's it, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Because we don't have a happy ending or anything because none of us have seen the same shit.
True story.
Well, thank you so much for coming back.
I think we all saw the Ring of Power. Didn't we all watch
No.
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 The only thing we've all seen is House of the Dragon. We already talked about it, so I guess whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Classic.
Classic
Awesome.
Rob. I'm just kidding.
I want to be clear. Like, it's not just me it's you also.
What didn't I see?
I'm trying to remember.
What didn't I
Oh,
see?
no, wait. It was Kevin because Wednesday.
Yeah, it's Wednesday. Who gives a shit?
It's technically Thursday.
Oh, shut up.
I will not. And we're back.
And we're back, kids. Alrighty.
Straight back to form. It's like we never fucking left.
Right? Sure. Well, this has been Best Threesome Ever, episode 155, brought to you by That Lightsaber.
Yeah.
Heroic Goods and Games and Jaybird Wines. I'm Nick.
I'm Rob.
I'm Kevin.
And we will see you next time.
Will we, though?
We will.
The views held here by the nerds of Best Threesome Ever do not directly reflect the views of nerds everywhere.